So from this lecture, we will see sample papers related to science, and in this I will be discussing physics and chemistry part. I cannot discuss bio. There are 10 sample papers in this material and 10 sample papers in another material. Total, if possible, let us try to cover 15 to 20, minimum 15 and maximum 20 sample papers, such that you can understand how they can ask questions and how they will be framing questions and how we can answer the questions. Okay, in this sample paper 1, 2 marks. First question. The following table shows the positions of 4 elements A, B, C, D they are given in periodic table. Okay, if you observe, A element belongs to first group and second period. B belongs to 15th group, second period. While coming to C, second group, third period. D, 14th group, third period. Okay. Using the above table, answer the following questions. Number 1, the element D in the periodic table will form only covalent compound Y. Okay, first of all, we have to, you see, for every question, I'll give you some information. Means, literally, we'll be revising the topic from the chapters. Okay, covalent compound. First of all, what is meant by covalent compound? Compounds which are formed by covalent bonds. Now, what is meant by covalent bond? Covalent bond is the bond which is formed between 2 or more elements. Basically 2. We are not talking about coordinate covalent bond. Bond which is formed between 2 elements by sharing of electrons. And maximum covalent bonds we can observe in between non-metal plus non-metal. So non-metals only will be sharing electrons and it will be combining and bonds are formed. And if you observe, they are talking about the element D, which will be forming only covalent bond, it seems. And if you observe the D, it is in 14th group. 14th group means at nearly end, I mean almost towards your right hand side. Simply to say this D is a non-metal. Because of non-metal, it will be forming covalent bond, you can write answer. Or non-metals are the substances which will be losing electrons or which will be sharing electrons. So the D participates covalent bond. That is the answer I have to write. Number 2, which element is metal with valency 2? Valency 2 in the sense that must be in second group or in 16th group. Is there any element in the 16th group? No, we don't have any element. Is there any element in second group? Yes, we have element C. So which element is metal? C element is metal. And you see, one small suggestion, whenever question is given like A, B, C, D, something like that, don't go with what elements they are. Okay, if you come to periodic table, so as soon as getting the elements, you will be like, okay, hydrogen, helium, and they're talking about A, which is nothing but lithium, which is present in first group and second period. And while coming to C, third period, here we have sodium, magnesium. So C is magnesium. Don't do like that. They didn't give any information about ABCD. Just they said about the placements of ABCD. So write answers in form of ABCD. That's it. Next, another important point I'll tell in a second question. Study the given table and answer the questions that follow. Okay, we have 5 elements A, B, C, D, E. Fine. Atomic number 18, 19, 17, 9, 6. So most of the students, what they will do in the sense, okay, A is atomic number 18. Atomic number 18 in the sense it is argon. Atomic number 19. Okay, potassium 17. Chlorine 9. Fluorine, atomic number 6, carbon. Okay, that's fine. Okay, information we got, that is fine, leave it. Which element exhibits catenation? So catenation is the word which you can observe in chapter 4, chemistry in carbon compounds, or is carbon and its compounds. So literally you can write E is the answer. Why? Because carbon, and also you see, they are asking which element exhibits catenation, that's it. They didn't ask you why. In first question they asked why. So that here you have to explain. But while coming to this one, they did not ask you why. So no need to explain. Don't waste your time. Which element? Just you can write E. And also here I'll tell you one thing. You see, E element atomic number is 6 and atomic number 6 is carbon. What is the symbol for carbon? C. Now, I told you in the previous question that whenever they are asking which element, you write this information. You write E. Instead of that, after analyzing atomic number 6 is carbon, don't write C. Of course, C is for carbon. If you write C, this is the meaning. So you have written this one. So that only I am telling you, don't write these symbols. What information they are asking, what information they have given, that information only you try to match with the answer. So which element exhibits catenation? That is element E. Still, if you need, you can write it as okay. Element E, that is carbon. That you can write. Why it is carbon? Because it's atomic number 6 and it has 4 valency, so that it can combine with 4 other different elements or same element also to form long chains, branches, etc. Next, in that given table between C and D, okay, let me erase something and I will show it. Okay, they're asking between C and D. Okay, in these two elements, which element has highest electronegativity? Guys, whenever they are talking about electronegativity, we have to think about non-metals. Non-metals, right? So, while coming to non-metal, again, periodic classification of elements chapter, if you go there, we have discussed trends in periodic table. In trends in periodic table, non-metallic character, or simply to say electronegativity, non-metallic character. While coming to left to right, non-metallic character will increase. While coming to top to bottom, non-metallic character will decrease. Means, while coming to C and D, okay, atomic number 17, atomic number 9. If you observe periodic table placements, that D element will be on top because its atomic number is 9, which is nothing but fluorine. And C element, atomic number 17, which will be down of that fluorine because that element is chlorine. And while coming to fluorine and chlorine, which has greater electronegativity, which is good non-metal if they ask. So from top to bottom, it will decrease. Means this fluorine has greater electronegativity and chlorine has least electronegativity. So answer you have to write it as D. And again you see that D element is nothing but F, fluorine. Don't write answer F. So answer you have to write D. So in this C and D, which has greater electronegativity means D has greater electronegativity. That is the answer you have to write. Then third question, bio, fourth bio, fifth bio, and sixth. Okay. The figure below shows that a bar magnet is pushed inside a coil connected to galvanometer. That is fine. So they are talking about electromagnetic induction. So whenever you find coil, magnet, galvanometer, so these three arrangements, if you see blindly, you have to think about electromagnetic induction. What is electromagnetic induction? Electricity is induced. Induced current is produced because of magnets, because of magnetism. Next, okay, the galvanometer shows deflection towards right. Fine, that is fine. Two questions they are asking. Name the phenomena used in the above observation. So what is the phenomena? It is electromagnetic induction. Simple. Diagram. Okay, draw diagram to show the direction of current flowing in the circuit. That's fine. If you observe the diagram, we have to mention direction of current. It seems. You see, when magnet is placed near the coil, this galvanometer deflects like this, na? Simply to say, it is showing direction of current. So arrow mark should be like this, I. And here arrow mark should be down, I. So these are the two arrow marks you have to mention. So that gives correct answer. That is the answer you have to write. That's it. I mean, second question they are asking, na, draw diagram to show the direction of current. So that again you have to redraw the diagram like coil and galvanometer and bar magnet. So here you have to mention I. So that is the direction of current. So try to remember that. Okay, or they are asking internal choice question. In Fleming's right hand rule, the forefinger, middle finger, thumb of the right hand are stretched at right angles to each other as shown in the below. Oh, okay, fine. Shown in the figure. Direct question from the textbook. Next, for which purpose this rule is used? Simple. You can write multiple answers. Okay, one answer, one possible answer you can write. This is the rule which is used to determine direction of force, direction of magnetic field, and direction of current. So if you want to give information about relationship among force, magnetic field and current, we can use this left hand rule, right? Okay, and here asking right hand rule. So don't get confused. Fleming's left hand rule, you see, Fleming's left hand rule is used to tell about working of motor. Fleming's right hand rule is used to tell about working of generator. Now this topic is deleted anyhow, and don't get confused. My teacher said only about Fleming's left hand rule. He or she did not teach about right hand rule. They said that in this year this topic got deleted, but they have asked the question what to do. Don't worry, left hand rule, right hand rule, both are same. All you see in left hand rule, right hand rule, thumb indicates direction of force. In left hand rule, right hand rule, forefinger indicates direction of magnetic field. In both hands, middle finger indicates direction of current. Don't get confused. But left hand rule you are using for motor working, principle of motor, working principle of motor. Right hand rule you are using for principle of generator. So both are same. Okay, next, second question. Which quantities are shown by these two fingers and thumb? Same. Two fingers are showing force, two fingers are showing field and current, and thumb is showing force. So which finger is showing what? Forefinger is showing about magnetic field. Middle finger is giving information about current, direction of current. Thumb is giving information about direction of force. That is the thing. Either right hand rule or left hand rule, both are same. Don't worry. So that's the end of 2-mark questions. In section B, we have 3-mark questions. Okay, in section B, 8th question, if you observe, carbon exists in various allotropic forms. So what is meant by allotrope? So same element, same substance, if it is obtained in different forms. For example, carbon, if you observe, carbon can be obtained in form of coal, in form of diamond, in form of graphite, etc. And also in textbook you got a C60, Buckminster Fuller, 60 carbon atoms will be forming like a football shape. Okay, that is allotropes, leave it. Forms along with hydrogen, it forms large number of hydrocarbon. Yeah, what is meant by hydrocarbon? In a compound, in a chain, if you find only hydrogens and carbon, only if you find this, that we can call it as hydrocarbon chain. Next, considering the various properties of carbon, give the reason for the following. Okay, first 3 questions they have asked, each question carries 1 mark. Carbon forms compound by covalent bonding. Yeah, because carbon can neither lose electron nor gain electron. It cannot lose electron, it cannot gain electron. If it is losing electron, atom will be collapsed. If it is gaining electron, it cannot control, it cannot handle. 6 protons cannot handle 10 electrons, so that no losing, no gaining. Instead of that, what it will do? It will only share its 4 electrons, so that it will be going with only covalent compounds. That is the covalent compound. That is the answer you can write for that. Next, carbon is a versatile element. Yes, carbon is a versatile element. Why? Because of 2 properties. First one, catenation. Number 2, tetravalency. So what is catenation? It's a process of self-linking of similar elements. So carbon can bond with carbon, that can be bond with carbon. Like that we can find very big long carbon chain. Tetravalency, tetra means 4, so carbon has 4 valency. Number 3, graphite can be used as lubricant but not diamond because of the structural difference. In graphite, 3 carbon atoms will be forming like a hexagonal. In textbook also you might have got, na? So you have got this. You can observe your textbook. You will be getting something like this, right? So graphite, and while coming to graphite diamond, so like a hexagonal structure, right? So you can refer textbook where you can find ones. I'll show it if possible. Okay, meanwhile, let us just. So from this orange box, you see, this is a structure of graphite, and you see here they have given each carbon bonded to 3 carbon atoms as the same plane given in hexagonal array. One of these bonds is double bond, thus valency of carbon is satisfied. Graphite structure is formed by hexagonal arrays, right? This is hexagonal array, and this one is like one carbon atom will be bonding with 3 other carbon atoms. So that is the answer you can write for that. Okay, next. So slippery to touch na graphite, that is the thing. Next question, ninth one. In how many blocks has modern periodic table has been divided? So what they will do, they will be writing like, okay, how many blocks means I have 7 periods, 18 groups. Don't go with that answer. No, in 9th class we have discussed regarding electronic configuration, I guess. And while coming to modern periodic table, you see I'll draw the structure. This is the just outline of modern periodic table. In how many blocks is modern periodic table divided means, don't write answers like 18 groups, 7 periods. No, it is divided into four blocks. So this one is S block, this one is P block, middle in between S and T there is D block, and here we have lanthanides and actinides, F block. So there are 4 blocks, SPDF blocks. So answer is 4. Number 2, what was Dobereiner's basis of classifying elements? So not only Dobereiner, number 1, Dobereiner's triad, number 1, first scientist, number 2, Newland concept of octaves, number 3, Mendeleev. These 3 scientists, they have arranged all elements according to increasing order of atomic masses. Increasing order of atomic masses, that is the criteria they have used. Third question, why do you think the noble gases are placed in separate group? Many answers you can write, many possible answers. So you can write like all noble gases have a 0 valency. Next, all outermost orbits are completely filled. They are following octet rule. Octet rule, the presence of 8 electrons in outermost orbit. That one you can write. And their shells are completely filled with electrons. There is no valency, 0 valency, and all elements are gaseous elements. All elements are noble gases, and all are gaseous elements. So all these answers, possible answers you can write, because it carries only 1 mark. You can write either 1 or 2 points. That is more than enough. Then we have internal choice question. Internal choice 1, 2, 3 questions. We have number 1, an atom has electronic configuration 286. Okay, 286 means 2 plus 8 plus 6, 10 plus 6, that is 16. 16 means it is sulfur. Fine. To which of the following elements would it be chemically similar? Okay, and that sulfur is similar to which element they are asking. Now you should have some idea regarding periodic table and placement of elements. Okay, now let us draw the periodic table structure only for towards your right hand side, that we will draw. Right here it will be. This is 18th group, 17th, 16th, 15th. Okay. Now here we have helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. Again, this towards your left hand side, sodium, magnesium, here, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon. Next, okay, sulfur, okay, 16, sulfur, that's fine. And again, still if needed, again what we will be getting, argon, gallium, germanium, arsenic, selenium, bromine, krypton. Na? Okay, gallium, germanium, arsenic, selenium, bromine, krypton. So it is better to read 36 elements and try to understand placements of 36 elements in the periodic table. This is very most important point I am telling you. Please read 36 elements and placements of 36 elements. Now what they are asking, for this element, which element is similar? Which element is similar? So they are talking about sulfur, right? So you have to think about only 16th group. Only 16th group you have to think about. Now what are the elements are there? So in list there should be either oxygen or selenium. So if you find, yes, we have oxygen. There is no selenium. Na? Next, while coming to number 7, nitrogen, you see nitrogen is here. it is not 16th group element. And P phosphorus 15. So phosphorus 15, that is also 15th group element. Argon 18, which is 18th group element. So answer is oxygen O. Okay, number 2. Consider the following features and identify the correct block to which these properties belong. Okay, fine. These elements majorly form acidic oxides. So acidic oxides, in the sense they are, you see, in first chapter chemical reactions and equations, and second chapter acid bases and salts. And while coming to third chapter also, you got same point, metals and non-metals in term 1. What you have learned in metals and non-metals, when metals are exposed, not exposed, if it is heated in presence of oxygen, if it is burnt in presence of oxygen, it forms metal oxides, and all metal oxides are basic in nature, right? And if you take that metal oxide and if you add water to it, we will get base. So simply to say, we need metals. Consider the following features and identify the correct block to which these properties belong. These elements majorly form acidic oxides. So, while coming to metals, it will form basic oxides, and non-metal, if it is burnt in presence of oxygen, we will get non-metal oxides, and non-metal oxides are acidic in nature. Where we will be getting non-metal oxide, guys? So if you observe, all non-metals will be in P block, na? So answer is P block. These metals are majorly metals, S block. So that's what, if you observe periodic table, this is S block, this is P block, this is D. So these are majorly very reactive metals. S block reactive metals, P block all we have non-metals and metalloids. So for this answer is P block. For second one answer is S block. Number 3, name 2 elements you would expect to show same kind of chemical reactivity as magnesium. I told you to remember placements of elements. If you observe placements, let me erase this and I'll tell. Okay, we don't want 36 elements, at least 18 elements placements. Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, somewhere here, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon, potassium, calcium. Here again it will be condensed, cadmium, titanium. Okay, leave it. What they have asked? Name 2 elements you would expect to show same kind of chemical reactivity as magnesium. Of course, this is a direct question from the textbook, in-text question. What is the basis for your choice? Okay, magnesium is here, and elements which are present in the same group will have same property. So answer you can write it as beryllium and calcium. Answer. And what is the basis of your choice? Because all elements, beryllium and calcium, belongs to same group, second group. So that is the answer you can write. Then after completion of 10th one, okay, another, okay, 10th is bio, 11th, fine, 3 marks question. 3 incandescent bulbs of, you see, this is previous year question, 100 watt each are connected in series. Okay, 3 bulbs connected in series. So this is 1 bulb, second bulb, third bulb of each 100 watt connected in series. In an electric circuit, in another set, 3 bulbs of same voltage connected in parallel. Okay, this is 1 bulb, second bulb, third bulb. That's fine. That's the information they have given. This is not the question. This is just information. Will the bulbs in the 2 circuits glow with the same brightness? Just fair answer, no, definitely not. In series connection, first bulb will have very greater brightness. Second bulb, brightness will decrease. Third bulb, brightness still further decreases. Why? Because in series circuits, voltages will vary, na? There will be voltage drop, right? First bulb will take huge amount of voltage and remaining voltage is sent to second bulb. There is voltage drop. And second bulb will take remaining voltage and remaining voltage is sent to third bulb. Again, there is voltage drop. In series connection, voltages will vary. Because of the voltage drops, 3 bulbs will not glow with the same brightness. And while coming to parallel, in parallel circuits, voltages are constant, isn't it? In our house, every electrical device, it is connected in parallel. Why? Because equal amount of voltage we are giving. Fan, light, bulb, refrigerator, TV, AC, mixer, grinder, whatever it may be. Entire circuit will be parallel because exact amount of voltage from the power supply what we are getting, same amount of voltage can be supplied. If you are getting 230 volts, we can supply 230 volts to everything. So that is the answer you can write. Number 2, Out of 60 watt and 40 watt power consuming device, which device has greater electrical resistance? It is quite simple answer. Power is inversely proportional to resistance. Because we got answer P is equal to V into I, and if you substitute Ohm's law, P is equal to I square R. Again, if you substitute Ohm's law, I is equal to V by R, we'll be getting P is equal to V square by R square into R gets cancelled. At last, we'll get P is equal to V square by R. From this relation, P and R, if you observe, R is in denominator. So, power is inversely proportional to resistance. If power increases, resistance decreases. If power decreases, resistance increases. If you observe 60 watt and 40 watt is the least power which has greater resistance. 60 watt has greater power which has least resistance. That's the answer you can write. You can write this derivation also if needed. Next, 12th one. This is also very direct question from the textbook. It is example 12.7 or 12.8 something, I guess, in your chapter electricity. Okay. If you see, I'll show that already we have discussed this question, which uploaded in video also. I'll show the question. This is the question they are talking about. You see, an electric lamp whose resistance 20 ohm and 4 ohm, but here what they have given 40 ohm and 10 ohm. Just they have changed the values. Pattern is same. They have changed the values. And here they have given a voltage supply as 9 volt, but in textbook they have given voltage supply as 6 volt. Simple difference. I think you can do this one. So try to solve it. Okay. Next. So the total resistance of the circuit. So how to go with total resistance? Add 10 and 40. Answer is 50 volt, 50 ohm. Next, second one, total current. How to find total current? We know Ohm's law, V is equal to I into R. I is equal to V by R. Okay, do it and tell me the answer. And power of the lamp, P is equal to V into I. After finding this I value, we know V value, that is 9. 9 multiplied with I value. Find this I value from this one. V by R, 9 by 50. Do 9 by 50 and tell me the answer. And P value 9 into that X value, tell me the answer. Okay, next internal choice question we have, you see. Find the value of current. Now this is somewhat complicated. What we have to do? I'll try to tell you. You see, okay, let us start from this point. This point to let us move like this. Okay, so first, these two resistors are in parallel. If you can observe, this 5 ohm and 5 ohm, they are in parallel. So first try to solve this system. Solve this system. 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2, which is nothing but LCM for 5 and 5 is 5. 1 plus 1, that is 2 by 5. So 1 by R is equal to 2 by 5. R is equal to 5 by 2. 2 ones, 2.5. So after solving this system, we got 2.5. Now you see this circuit can be written like this, can be drawn like this. This is 15. And here we have 3. Then you see, after solving these two resistors, we got this, right? This value is 2.5. Now you see, this resistor and this resistor both are in series, not in parallel. There is no junction. Here you can find junction, here you can find junction. But after solving this, we got only one resistor like this. This got eliminated. These two are in series now. So if both are in series, what we can do? 3 plus 2.5, that is 5.5. And after solving these two, we got answer 5.5. Now again, we can redraw the diagram like this. We have power source with 15 ohm resistance here. After solving this, we got like this, okay, which is 5.5. Now these two are in parallel. We have to solve this one. So if you didn't get it again, you can come back to the video and you can check this one. Let me erase and do the value. Okay, and we got 15 and 5.5. 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Solve this, which is equal to 1 by R1 value is 15 plus 1 by R2 value is 5.5. If you feel it is difficult to do it, multiply and divide with 10. We will get 10 by 55. That's it now. 10 by 55. Again, 5 to 10. 5 11s, 2 by 11. Now what we can do, you can take LCM for 1 by 15 plus 1 by 11, sorry, 2 by 11. LCM for 15 and 11. So here I'll show you the answer. So where we can get it. Okay. Here again, we have to do you remember which I said? 1 by R is equal to 1 by 15 plus 2 by 11. Why we got 2 by 11? Because we got 10 by 55 na? 5 2s, 5 11s. Now LCM for 15 and 11 is 165. So you can take LCM 165. Then 15 11s plus 11 15s. 15 into 2, 30. That's what na? 11 plus 30 is 41. 41 by 165. You see, 1 by R is equal to 41 by 165. We don't want 1 by R value, we need R value. R is equal to 165 by 41. 165 by 41, of course we will be getting R is equal to 4.02 ohm. There is no option, you have to solve it in your examination. No calculators are allowed. Now in question again they have asked, find the value of current in the circuit. So to find the value of current, we know V is equal to I into R. I is equal to V by R. V value is 9 upon, we got resistance value 4.02 something. Na? If you do 9 by 4.02, again you will be getting the value like, you see, 9 by 4.02, we will get value 2.23 amp. So I value is equal to 2.23 amp. So that is the answer what you have to write. And last question we will see. So that's the end of 3 marks questions, and we are coming to 4 mark. 14th is bio and 15th. Okay. A student wants to show the matic effect of the current. He wounds an insulated copper wire of an iron nail connected to 2 ends. Okay, they have given fine diagram. They have given first one. Name the phenomena shown by the above observation. You see, this is matic effect of electric current because they have taken iron nail. They have wounded a copper wire and which is connected to the battery. What happens? Current is induced and current is produced in the, matic effect is produced in the iron nail, which can attract iron fillings, right? Okay, answer is matic effect of electric current. Number 2, which type of material is used for making core of strong electromagnet? We have to use ferromagnetic substances. Ferromagnetic. What is ferromagnetic? Materials which will be attracted by the magnet. 3, state the factors on which strength of magnetic field due to current carrying loop depends. Yeah, you can increase length of the loop so that magnetic field can be increased. You can increase number of turns so that magnetic field can be increased.